I'm not saying it looked good, but it felt good. You just, the shimmer in these, just Hey guys, today's video is going to be me testing out a bunch of new makeup. I have not done one of these in such a long time. All of the content that I've been making lately is freaking baby content because it's just what's consuming my brain right now. But today is one of those days, and I don't get these all the time, but when I do get them, I embrace them fully. It's one of those days where I want to look stunning, okay? I feel like most of the time I don't really care. I'm just like, whatever. What I look like is what I look like. And I do feel that way, but today I just want to look like ultra good. What I wanted to do is test out some new makeup while I'm at it. Not just doing my makeup, because I can sit here and do it, get ready with me all day long. But there's some new stuff that's come out and I thought, let's try it. Let's see if it's any good. Let's see how it works for me. So what I've got here today, I don't have foundation. Has any new foundation come out? We'll figure out. I forgot about foundation. I've seen this all over Instagram and I feel like the marketing is doing its job. This is the Dominique Cosmetics and JD Weighty 180 Ultra Hydrating Fine Mist. So I wanted to try that out. I also wanted to try out the OFRA and Jenluvsreviews collab. What has taken me so long? I don't know. I also have the Nikkie Tutorials and Beauty Bay palette that I don't even know if it's released yet. The Moon Prism Blush palette from Lunar Beauty. Why haven't I used it yet on camera? The problem is this. The reason why I haven't used any of this makeup, and you might be like, this shit ain't new. And I'm gonna be like, I know. I've been having a meltdown every single day because I only have 3 months left until I'm going to be a mother. And it's extremely scary, I will tell you that much. I sit down every night and go, 3 months one day, 3 months, 2 months, 29 days. It's just like counting down in my mind how soon this is happening and how I am so unbelievably unprepared. I've been doing my hair like this recently, and while this is not like any revolutionary hairstyle, for some reason I feel really pretty with it. It just feels like effortless. And it really is because I literally didn't take a shower today, so. Okay, let's test out some makeup. First and foremost, I gotta find a foundation. Forgot about foundation. Have I tried this on camera yet? Because if I haven't, I tried it the other day and I think it was good. And I think maybe I'm just gonna use this today because I liked the way that it looked, but I also don't know. I'm just gonna use this. Okay, to start off, I'm gonna try this. This is the Dominique Cosmetics and JD Weighty 180. They did a collaboration, and this is the Ultra Hydrating Complexion Primer. Now, Dominique Cosmetics, like Kristen Dominique, she is a YouTuber, and she does social media, Instagram, everything like that. She came out with her own brand. JD Weighty 180 is the same. She is like an Instagram influencer, but has recently, within, I would say, like the last year or two, delved into the skincare world. I think she's an esthetician. She does facials on people, and I gotta say, watching the facials that she's doing, the way her fingers move on people's skin, bitch, I want that and need it so bad. I don't typically use primer, but I'm gonna treat this like a moisturizer instead of going through and like putting on my typical moisturizer. I'm gonna just use this. So this is just says an ultra hydrating complexion primer. So that's kind of what I like anyway for moisturizer. Let's see what the smell. It is fragranced. So if that bothers you, you may want to skip over this. I think it smells like a little cucumber melony for me. And I will say that I overdid that at Bath & Body Works as a child. Yeah. And so the smell of cucumber melon to me now is a little like, throws me back, but not in like the best way. Like in the, Kristi, stop putting that on after gym class, okay? You smell fine. I also was a Victoria's Secret Love Spell ass bitch, and I will still say to this day, I love the smell of Victoria's Secret Love Spell. Nobody's gonna tell me that I can't like it. Yeah, the smell on this one, I would say, ooh, the texture is lovely. Very, very glidey. It doesn't feel at all like silicone-y. I'm not a fan of silicone primers at all. My skin is doing really well right now, so hopefully this doesn't break me out. Yeah, the smell is, it's spa-ish, but just a hint of that, like, no, it's not a hint. I would say it's about a medium level of fragrance. It's not like Huda Beauty where when you put it on your skin, it's like gags you. It's more like medium level of fragrance. The way it feels on the skin, lovely, extremely hydrating, like wow. Maybe it does have a tiny bit of a siliconiness to it, but not like overwhelmingly so. My hair is gonna bother so many people. That's all I'm gonna hear about in the comments, people being like, get it out of your face. Okay, wow, is that fine? Okay, now I'm gonna use the mist to prep face, set makeup, or refresh and hydrate throughout the day. So it's a typical pump spray bottle. It's not like a aerosol. Oh no, that has a really, really lovely smell. It's that's very light fragrance. I'd say, let me smell. Okay, that is childhood. Where does it bring me? I don't know what that is, but whatever that smell is my childhood. What is it? It brings me back to like a Barbie house or like Barbie bed. I don't know what that smell is. Kathleen, help. What is that smell? It legitimately reminds me of some kind of toy or something that I played with throughout my childhood. What is it? One more. Oh my God, it's so much. It's like it's taking me there, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Wow. I was 9, 8, playing in my bedroom. Play-Doh. I can't, I don't know. Okay, so while that's on my skin, now that it's setting down, the one that felt super hydrating, it feels sort of soft. I can't really explain it. It's hydrating, but it almost does feel like a silicone-y primer in a way. I wonder if this does have silicones in it. Let me see. Oh, dimethicone, yeah, is the third ingredient. So I guess it is, and there's dimethicone cross polymer, dimethicone, vinyl dimethicone. Okay, there's a shit ton of dimethicone in this. So that when I said it didn't feel like a silicone primer, I was wrong. But yeah, now it's starting to feel silicone-y. But when you first start rubbing it in, it doesn't. So, please don't break me out. So now my skin is prepped. I'm gonna let this sit for a bit because what I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna work on my eyes first. I don't know how this palette is going to like be fallout wise, and I really don't wanna mess up my skin today, so I am just going to test it out. Okay, so this is the PR package here. And it says, hey, hello guys, it's me, Nikki. Hello. I can't believe the time has come to share my palette with the world. I truly can't wait to see the looks you create. So don't forget to tag at NIKKIETutorials and at BeautyBabe.com in your content. Well, I probably won't do that because I'm not a very good YouTuber. So it is a pressed pigment palette, which same with the palette that I came out with Pure. Pressed pigment, I assume that she called it that because of the ingredients being not like eye safe. It's a whole thing. If you don't know about it, essentially I'm going to say it in the quickest way possible. Pressed pigments are really, really high quality. Love them myself. That's why I picked them for my palette that I did with Pure. They perform really well. They're very, 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 very pigmented. However, because there are certain ingredients that the FDA doesn't deem safe for the immediate eye area because they can cause staining, then you have to call them pressed pigments, not eyeshadows, because technically they're not for the immediate eye area. They are fine. They can cause staining. For the majority of people, there aren't problems. Staining is common, especially in like reds, pinks, purples, but typically that's the only issue that most people have with staining. So this is the palette right here. It says here on the back, my palette in collaboration with Beauty Bay. I am so grateful for this opportunity, and this time we're doing it right for everybody. This palette truly showcases my life and personality. You guys know that I'm all about bright and unique makeup looks, but this palette also shows a different, darker side of me. I cannot wait to see the looks that you'll create. From dark and mysterious to bold and uniquely you, this palette is my safe place, my temple, and this would have never happened without the support of my glow babies. I love you. Cool! That is so awesome. Honestly, oh, okay, so this is the first time I'm opening it, and I didn't fully watch Nikki's video. I'm just gonna be fully transparent. I watched about like the first half of it, but I was in the middle of laying down flagstone pavers, so I really didn't have a moment to finish it. But this is what the palette looks like here. So it is like got these little opening doors, and you've got the one side that's bright and colorful and the side that's a little bit more dark. And then when you open it up, this is what the palette looks like here. Now, I will say off of first impression of this palette, when I saw it, it intimidated me a little bit. And this is from somebody that's done a lot of makeup looks and has a lot of eyeshadow palettes. Because the color story isn't set up like very clear eye looks defined out for like somebody like me who sometimes is like, I don't know what to do. That's how I feel sometimes. Like I don't really know where to go with it. When I take it and I look at certain colors and then I start thinking about comparisons and color combinations, I can see it. But initially when I first saw it, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't know what look I would create with that. Honestly, that's my only one thing, is that I just felt a little intimidated. Like I remember back in the day, KVD did a palette called the Saint and Sinner palette, and it felt very similar. And I did a lot of really cool looks with it. However, I felt like I struggled a little bit because I'm like a basic ass bitch when it comes to color scheme. That's why with the palette that I made, I am like, okay, you're mustard row, you're warm toned, you're cool toned. Like I had to be very, very deliberate with how I put my color scheme out there, because with as many eyeshadows that I've used, I feel sometimes like, I don't know what to do. So I do feel like that would be the one thing with this palette. I'm sure that the quality is absolutely insane and amazing, and I already see some colors that I'm going to love using. Specifically, this shade here really gets me. this one, this one. Oh gosh, I really like this one. All of these shades right here, like all of these shimmers look absolutely incredible. And then you really do have like these fun, bright pops of color. I think that if you are somebody that has a really good eye when it comes to eyeshadow palettes, like you can think of these really cool color combos. I mean, the colors look incredibly vibrant. So I'm gonna just start playing, quit talking about it, but I just wanted to notate that in the very beginning, that when I open this, like my initial reaction is that it's absolutely beautiful and the colors are so vibrant, but I immediately am like, I don't know what to do. I know people probably want me to use like some of the brighter shades in here, but if I'm being honest with you, I am like naturally gearing towards like some of the more neutral shades, and I'm sorry. I'm not that sorry though. Not sorry enough not to do it. I don't want to talk about it. I'm going to real quick, but I don't want to. And that is that I haven't washed my brushes, you guys, in a long time. It has been probably since, I don't know, March. And I think I just washed them with alcohol. I didn't even like wash them. I just used my color switch. I still use the shit out of this thing, honestly. It's a Vera Mona and Sephora like color switch brush cleaner. You don't need this. There are probably knockoff versions of this that are like $1 that are exactly the same thing, because this is heavily overpriced for what it is, but I've been using it for a really long time and still really like it. Works great. Use a ColourPop no filter. This is what I always have used when I want to know that I'm doing the best base for my eyeshadow. Some people are all about only using eyeshadow bases. Not me. This works great. I've never noticed a difference, frankly. And frankly, I do not like just eyeshadow primers, ones that don't have pigment. Frankly, I hate them. Frankly, I say frankly a lot. By the way, this is the Eco Tools Base Buffer. Really like this brush. I'm gonna use it today for my foundation. And I'm gonna set my eyelids like a teeny tiny little bit, okay? Just I'm talking like the tiniest little amount, because sometimes I like the way that my eyeshadow blends a little bit better when I do that. Just, I'm talking like no baking, no nothing, just the tiniest little setting powder. So this shade right here is absolutely stunning, and no amount of camera could ever pick up what it looks like. I will explain it. It is like a duochrome from green, gold, purple. It is just absolutely beautiful. A lot of these are really duochromy. I feel like I want to try that one. I think I'm going to dip into, initially, I'm going to go into Mila, which is this sort of mustardy, really beautiful yellowy brown shade. I'm going to take that on my little Makeup Addiction small tapered blender brush. Okay, so there's not a ton of kick up on these. They're pressed pretty well. Like my Pure palette has a ton of kick up, and that's because they're so softly pressed. And there are mirrors in here as well, so. Oh, wow. Oh, they're magnification. Oh, shit, bitch. Okay, so the mirrors, like this one, this mirror right here is regular, the one that's I am me, and then the you are you is literally like double magnification. So if you really need to get close, there you go. So it picks up a really nice amount on the brush, but it's not like leaving a ton of kick up in the pan at all. Oh yeah. Okay, well this color is picking up beautifully. So beautifully. And I feel like it goes with my shirt. I'm wearing like this really pretty natural green colored shirt. Oh, and I'm just sort of taking this and fluffing it in throughout the crease. I'm gonna darken up the outer corners and do like a really pretty shimmer on the inner, but really I'm getting no fallout whatsoever, so I absolutely could have done my eyes second. I have this freaking bump. Do you guys see this stupid idiot bump? It showed up a few weeks ago. It doesn't hurt, nothing. It's literally just stupid and ugly. These are blending like a dream. An absolute dream. Easy, pigmented. I feel like this color goes on a little bit more, it kind of like on the eyes is translating. No, I guess in person. On camera, it's looking a little more like a warm orangey brown than it does in person. Look like kind of more of that beautiful kind of yellowish tawny brown. So pretty. One of my favorite colors in eyeshadow is colors like this. I think if you just compartmentalize out sections of this palette, quit looking at it like one big palette, and just sort of look at the colors that you like and what complements each individual color that you like and that you're interested in wearing that day, you're going to have an easier time with figuring out what kind of eye look you want to do with it. I'm going to dip into Basic Trut, and I'm just going to kind of fluff out the edges a little bit. I feel like I've got more on this side than I do on the other. I want to do that really like beautiful smoked out outer corner. So I'm going to dip into, by the way, this is the color that I just ran through. Then I'm going to dip into this shade here, which is 5 a.m. Yeah, these shades don't have hardly any kick up. They're lovely. That is so beautiful. Just sort of packing it on that outer corner. And then I'm going to sort of fluff out after there's like a little less product on the brush. I'm gonna drag it in, fluff it around. This one has a tiny little bit of fallout, so just keep that in mind, but I'm also packing it on extremely heavily. I think I'm gonna take this up in a little bit more of a V pattern, like in shape up, and then I'm gonna take like a clean, fluffy blending brush. I say that every time. Clean, fluffy blending brush. Just sort of softly smoke out that outer edge so that it's not so harsh. I feel like that color's blending away a tiny little bit when I pack it on in this outer corner, and then when I take my brush over the top of it, it wants to like stick really, really well right in this exact outer corner, but it's kind of blending away right here a little bit. Color is so pretty though. I'm gonna clean up this outer edge more when I do my foundation. That's why I like to do my eyes first sometimes, because it can make the look just so clean. I think what I want to do after this step is I want to go into, this shade is really doing something to me. Right down here, it's called Mr. Tutorials, and it is so uniquely, beautifully bronze. It's like that really gorgeous bronzy gold. Oh, that is beautiful. And I'm just softly patting it in the center. I might take a little bit on my brush just so that it's a little less intense. When you use your finger, it's like the most intense. This is almost like a greeny bronzy gold shade. Oh, it's so pretty. Just to softly pat it right there. And then I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dip into this shade here, which is called Underground. And gosh, all of them on here, you just can't get the full grasp of how beautiful they are until it's right in front of you. They are stunning. This is a more like silvery. Wow, and look how pretty, like, oh, just the shimmer on those is lovely. I think I want to take another shimmer because these are just so beautiful. This is called Roxy Catan. That one on the finger is really, really pink. Wow, it's a really pretty shifty duochrome. Maybe I'm not gonna use that one. Maybe that one's a little too pink because my eye look isn't pink at all. So I don't really want to go in with, oh, it's so pretty though when I just wiped it on my hand. Okay, I think I'm gonna dip into Aura a little bit. Oh wow, and that one, look at it. Wow, the way that they look in the pan versus the way that they look when you pull them out, like, wow, they just really are shifty. Okay, well, maybe I'll stick to the other side of the palette then. I don't want to take it too far in another direction. But man, these are like, wow, wow, wow. Shimmery, super beautiful. They remind me almost of like the JD Glow pigments that I used in my full face using black owned makeup brands. I'm gonna link that up here. They almost remind me of JD Glow in that super, super metallic vibe that they have. I am gonna do a wing today. I don't have like a new product to use for that. And I just wanna look super feline and like, I wanna feel a little hot today, okay? Wings make me feel hot. I think for this, I'm gonna use the Jouer Kitten Liner in the matte jet black long wear. So I'm gonna do a wing real quick. This is one of those wings that I really wanted to be kind of thin, and then it's like getting thicker and thicker. So not my best wing. Okay, not my best. But I think what I'm gonna do is try to remedy that somehow with this. I'm gonna take a little bit of the brown shade that I used called 5 AM. I'm gonna tap that over this a little bit to like make it a little less harshly black, almost turning it into like a softer brown liner instead of like too black. And honestly, they call this like jet black matte, but it kind of has a shine to it. So Jouer is a liar sometimes. I feel like I could have gone a little more like, I could have done more, okay? I could have really showcased Nikkie's palette with like these beautiful neon-y colors. Maybe I'll do a second look with that. I really felt like sticking with neutrals today, okay? You know, you just have those days where you feel like sticking with neutrals. You have those days where you just feel like sultry bedroom eyes, and that's what I wanted to be today, is sultry bedroom eyes, okay? Zach. All right, I'm going to do the other eye quickly in this same manner, and when I say quickly, it'll be quick for you, but it'll be slow for me, and I will be right back, maybe with lashes on, and probably so. All right, that is the eyes done. I feel like they're beautiful, very simple. I mean, it's not like, I went crazy with it. I just kind of did what I would naturally want to do. And I think that that's what's cool about palettes like this, though, is that you have the option. So you can do something super, super bright, bold, and colorful, or you can keep it more neutral. So you do have those options. So I think for this palette, quality-wise, the shades blend amazingly. The shimmers are stunning. So really, what you have to determine on whether or not you should get a palette like this is if you vibe with the color story. If you like the way that the colors look and they seem like something that you'd want in your collection, you want to support Nikkie, then hell yeah, I think that you're not going to be disappointed by the formula at all. It's a really lovely formula. And the shimmers are stunning. And I feel like there's a great mixture of both. You have a good amount of mattes and a good amount of shimmers. So I think it's really lovely. Like for me, I struggle a little bit with knowing how to pair things. But if you're like, okay, well, I want a more purpley look today. Okay, well then you're going to go up here to Slasher, and then you're going to come down here shimmer wise, and you can use the color Pride. The quality performance is lovely. So I'm going to move on to my skin. Now I'm going to use the Wander Beauty Nude Illusion foundation. Now I think I've used this on my channel before. Heaven help me, I don't know. This is the shade Light. It comes in a like squeezy tube, but it's not a squeezy tube because it has this little wand on it. So keep that in mind. But I'm gonna put this all over my skin. This is the shade Light, and I think I may have used this on my channel before. For some reason or another, I feel like I've only used this once or twice, and I feel like the other times have been off camera. I am wanting to have like a, oh, that almost got on my new shirt, and I would have been so mad. I feel like I liked this when I used it before, but it's hard for me to remember. So I'm gonna use the EcoTools Base Buffer Brush, and this is a really, really nice brush. I like the shape of it a lot. It's insanely soft, and I feel like it does give you a really beautiful finish. So if you're looking for a good brush, I think this came in a set from EcoTools. It was like, I feel like it came in like a Christmas set, but they probably sell them individually, I'm not sure. And this is where you can kind of clean up everything, make sure that it's nice and crispy. Suds, RawBeautyKristi suds. I feel like the finish on this is pretty nice. It just like is a natural sort of skin finish. I'm not sure if I liked it the first time I tried it. I literally can't remember. I cannot recall. There's so much makeup in the world now, it's hard to remember what you tried when you tried it. It has a scent of literally exactly Play-Doh. If you were wondering, you know, doesn't have any added fragrance unless they added a Play-Doh fragrance. Doesn't bother me much at all. I would rather my products personally smell like what the ingredients smell like mixed together than I would have them have added fragrance. And I don't know a lot about skincare, okay? I'm not one of those people who knows about skincare, who knows about ingredients, who knows about all of that. All I know is that for myself personally, because I have, you know, sensitivity to smells because of my head condition, I want things to smell as minimally as humanly possible. And when there are a lot of added fragrances, i.e. Huda Beauty, I struggle because it's too much. And I've heard, you know, I don't watch a ton of skincare YouTubers. Maybe I should start, especially because I am getting to the point where I feel like I need to start doing something skincare wise. I do nothing, you guys. And I mean that with my whole entire heart. I have not done skincare. You'd be disgusted. Don't show these videos to like skincare YouTubers because they would be really mad at me. I have not done skincare 7, 8 months. I mean, nothing. I mean, I might put a moisturizer on right before I do my makeup, but before bed, I've just been doing nothing. I have done it maybe like twice where I have stood in the bathroom and like put a moisturizer on before I go to bed. It's bad, you guys. And I'm just admitting it because I just want to hold myself accountable. Okay, it's gotten to the point where I forget. It's just something like when I'm tired at night, the last thing I want to do is skincare, and I have forgotten. See, the finish of this is absolutely lovely. This Wander Beauty, it looks like skin. And I've really been into the ColourPop Pretty Fresh foundation lately. It's been really, really nice for me. I've been wearing the crap out of it. But this I wore yesterday and maybe one other time on YouTube. It's really, really nice. And this color works really well for me. This is the shade Light. So I really like it. All right, I'm gonna let that sort of do its thing. And then I don't have a new concealer to try today. Let me know any new products you guys wanna see me do. I'll do another one of these videos soon. I'm just gonna do the tiniest bit of Shape Tape, like that much. I know, Shape Tape of all things. But I have it sitting here and you know what? That has a nice smell, I'm not gonna lie. A little citrusy. But I've been using it lately just because I have it and I wanna use products that I have, but I haven't been having issues when I use just the tiniest little amount of it. You saw how much I did. I didn't overdo it at all. It just kind of blends nice. Ooh, I'm getting heartburn. The heartburn right now, you guys, is If I eat certain foods, I get the worst. I mean, it is like, it feels almost like a lump in my throat. That's how bad it is. So I'm gonna let that sit on my skin for a bit, kind of dry down naturally if it does. I'm gonna do my brows real quick. I've been using just, you know, I switch it up. But lately I've been using the brow pencil again from NYX. Honestly, I just like it. Where is it though? Okay, where are you? Is NYX a brand that anyone else has realized has like completely disappeared off the face of the earth? I feel like they were one of the most popular brands. I mean, for crying out loud, during Face Awards time, I feel like they couldn't have gotten any more popular, and everybody was using NYX and everyone was talking about NYX. And then the Face Awards sort of took a nosedive. I noticed that they sort of went away and stopped doing the Face Awards like of what they did. I was in the Face Awards 2016. 2015 I feel like was like peak Face Awards year. 2017 was pretty good, but then I think they sort of just started like doing less and less, and I feel like last year's Face Awards was all online, and I feel like it did such a disservice to the incredible talent that they have in the Face Awards, because the Face Awards was such a cool, like iconic thing that I feel like they used to do, and then they just sort of stopped, and I don't really know why. I'm sure that it was, you know, really expensive for them, but I feel like it was when their brand was being used more and just people were really hyped about makeup, and I feel like it's so sad to see it kind of go away. I mean, the Face Awards was one of the things that really got my name out there, and I really loved seeing other artists, you know, come into their own and find their style and do like incredibly cool makeup. And I feel like NYX really they were so out there and everybody was so excited about the brand, and then they kind of cooled off on the Face Awards a little bit. And then also I just feel like they've become one of those brands that, I don't know, what is it? Have you guys noticed this as well? Is this just me? NYX has some really good products. I feel like if they focused a little bit more on their like core products and making them more like solid, kind of stopped releasing so many like limited edition-y things every now and then, you know, I feel like they might be able to bounce back. I mean, I hate to say this, maybe I'm wrong, maybe they never went anywhere. From what I remember, NYX was just one of those brands that everybody was using all the time, and then they just sort of fell out of the limelight, and it kind of sad for me. I love NYX, and I still really like a lot of their products. Like, honestly, this one that I'm using is one of my favorite brow products that any brand has come out with, because it's so inexpensive. Well, at least it was. I don't know if it's even still available now, because this is probably pretty old. But CoverGirl has a brow pencil that's very similar to this. So if you're looking for a really inexpensive, good brow pencil, the CoverGirl brow something, I don't know what it's called, but it's very similar. It's sort of like, they're all sort of kind of dupes to the ABH Brow Wiz, which back in the day was everybody's shit. It's weird to think of ABH as a brow brand anymore, isn't it? Because of what's happened with just the amount of launches that they've had and how much the brand has changed. They were the iconic eyebrow company. And now it's hard for me to even think of ABH as a brow brand, you know? I mean, like all these pencils, like the M Cosmetics brow pencil, ABH, NYX, CoverGirl, they're all sort of the same. By the way, this is the shade Espresso. It's a little cool tone, but I like to go a little more cool tone because sometimes my brows can pull kind of red. And then lately what I've been doing, I'm not doing any new products for these, but I've been using the Sigma Tint and Tame Brow Gel, but I've been using the clear, and I've really been liking it. I feel like it really does define the hairs and keep them in place without getting like uber crunchy. I feel like sometimes these Sigma products right here, like their Tint and Tame ones that are tinted, are a little dark for me. The clear one I've been really liking. Are those brows matching? Not really. So the skin, it doesn't fully set down. So if that's something that's gonna really bother you, I would say you might wanna powder your face if you really want it to set down. As far as I'm concerned, I don't mind because I like kind of a dewier, fresher, natural base. But you know, you may wanna just throw a little bit of powder down if you want it to not be tacky, because it does have a tackiness to it. I should have shaved my face today. My peach fuzz is getting out of control. So this is a product that has literally everyone in the internet sphere is obsessed with this product. And I love everything from Lunar Beauty. I mean, Lunar Beauty is a really great brand. If you don't know, this is Manny MUA's brand. And this is the Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette. Now, why haven't I used this? If you saw my pile of makeup that I have to go through to get to it, I just haven't been doing many little reviews of makeup yet. So I am so late to the game on this, and I'm so sorry. But I've heard raving reviews of this product. People saying it is just such a beautiful blush palette. Can say packaging, 10 out of 10. Like, I absolutely love this packaging. I love all of Lunar Beauty's packaging. I really specifically love the Halloween packaging. I can't remember what it's called. It's like the Lunar Beauty Moonspell palette. I think that's what it was called. beautiful. So beautiful. And this is what the palette looks like here. I'm not sure if this is still available, if it's sold out, but if it is available, I will have it linked down below. These are the exact blush shades that I literally live for. And I've seen this used on a variety of skin tones and seen it really widely loved. So I am excited to try this out today. I do want to use some bronzer. I don't know that I have a new bronzer to try. Bronzer is not something that I feel like a lot of brands release often. So I'm going to use just like what I've been using and then go in with this blush palette. I'm going to go in with the Hourglass Luminous Bronze Light. Just bronze up a bit. Do my best. I hope the audio is okay on this. I feel like my audio was a little weird on one of my last videos. Sometimes when this microphone starts to die, it doesn't give you an indicator that it's dying, but then it sounds weird as hell. I'm not gonna take this on the bridge of my nose today. Sometimes I do that when I am putting on my bronzer because I feel like it looks the most like sun-kissed, but I'm kind of going for that not super natural look today, if you couldn't tell. By the way, this is the Fenty Beauty 125 face brush, and I've been really liking this. It just blends so nicely. This is Luminous Bronze Light from Hourglass. They have different shades, but this is the one that I've been kind of liking. My window is open over here, so I'm getting more light on this side of my face. My makeup looks a lot more even than it's appearing, but because I have so much light coming in from over here, it kind of throws off the finished look. So I'm gonna go with the blush palette. I don't know what color. Ooh, the one that's really sending me is this one here, which is Stargaze. It's such a pretty pinky peach blush. Really, all of these are just in different tones. God, they're so pretty. I've not heard one negative thing about this palette. People are raving about it. And I feel like it sold out really quickly. And then it came back the other day. I'm not sure how long it lasted because it is one of those things that people are loving so much. This is the EcoTools Precision Highlight. I freaking love EcoTools, dude. It's like these brushes are so good. Not sponsored. I'm gonna take a little bit of the shade Spacey up here. Just a little bit towards the back, just so that I can get more of that like mauve-y blend in with my bronzer. And again, that's kind of how it naturally. I'm just gonna close the damn window. Okay, now the lighting is more true to color on this side. Kind of heavy on the blush right now. Just kind of the vibe I'm feeling. Oh, pretty. These really are just beautiful. It's nice to have all the colors that I would wear on the daily in one palette. Just a little blush on the nose, not too much. Okay, highlight wise, I don't think, do I have a new highlight? Gosh, I don't feel like highlight is something that people have been releasing a ton of either, but maybe I'm just way out of the game. You guys, I don't know. This is the highlight I've been wearing all the time recently, and I've been really liking it. So if you guys are looking for a good highlight, this one is good. I've used it before, and then I saw Taylor Wynn talking about it in a video, and I was like, ooh, I need to try that. And so I dug it out of my collection, and I've been wearing it almost every day. And now I can't find it. It was sitting right here 2.5 seconds ago. This is the Pure Cosmetics Afterglow highlighter, and she did like Taylor did like a high-end and drugstore like best highlighters video. And in that video, she talked about this and I was like, oh my God, I remember liking that. But then it just, you know, you try out new things, you kind of forget. So this is the shade Afterglow. And I do have a code with Pure. I always forget to mention it. In case you guys are going to get something from Pure, my code is Kristi and you can get 30% off. And that will be an affiliate code. So if you do purchase and use my code where you get the discount, I will also receive a commission off of that. So if that makes you uncomfortable, you can use somebody else's code. You can see if there's like a generic code. The highlighter is like this really beautiful gold shade. And look at that. It just is like so stunning. So I like to take it on a brush and not super precisely kind of start it here on the apples. Some people don't like highlighter on the apples of the cheeks. I am not some people, okay? I think it looks really pretty. Especially if people are like, oh, with a round face, you probably shouldn't do that. You know, I don't follow all those rules. You can follow them if you want to. There is like makeup theory. There are rules when it comes to makeup that a lot of people follow. For myself personally, I just wear it to feel pretty. And if I think that that makes me feel pretty when I put it there, then I put it there. If you don't like it, well, then you don't have to. It's really just personal. I take a little down the bridge of my nose, a little on the tip here. Try not to overdo it, but you know, you want to glow a little bit sometimes, every day. And then I also like to take a little bit of it up on my forehead, just like the residue. Bada bing, bada boom, we are done with the face. And I feel like my skin looks absolutely flawless. So that Wander Beauty stuff, and I didn't set my face, you know, I just let the powder products that I was using work. And I feel like the blend is really nice. Like it looks super blended and really pretty. And I feel like my skin looks lovely. Rare day. So I'm gonna finish off my lower lash line with the Nikkie Tutorials palette, and I am going to, I think, just take those similar shades and just run them on the lower lash line. I'm gonna use Mila and dip into that, and then I'm going to tap off the excess and just really blend it down. I know this isn't some revolutionary look, you guys. I know sometimes it's probably like, wow, another neutral look. Okay, you know, try being creative and coming up with different eye looks every day, and sometimes just wanting to be like the most neutral ass bitch and then being like, wow, the last 6 looks I've done are neutral, and people are gonna think that I'm like stuck in a box. And the answer is I'm absolutely stuck in a box. Sometimes you want to do a neon eye look, and sometimes you just want to do the same neutral brown shades that you know and love and that you feel like suit you. And that's kind of me, okay? That's kind of who I am. And I feel pretty. And that's what matters, damn it. I got my first real craving last night while I'm doing this. I'm just gonna talk about it. I got my first like real craving, like one of those moments where you're like, if I don't eat it, I'm not gonna be okay. And I didn't eat it, and I'm actually fine. But I was sad. So it was, I wanted, you know, like the cheesy enchiladas, like cheese enchiladas, okay? And sometimes people are like, they're just too cheesy for me, or there's not. I needed specifically from a Mexican restaurant, cheese enchiladas, but to dip the chips in the cheese, but have sour cream there. I didn't get it. Instead, I ate tofu curry, okay? You know, I had already made the decision on what I was gonna eat for dinner, extremely healthy. Have my healthy coconut curry with tofu and veggies, extremely healthy. And I love that, don't get me wrong. Thai curry is one of my favorite foods, like on the face of this earth. I freaking love it, and I cannot get enough. But when I needed that in my mouth, it was like I needed it, and I still do, so I might eat it tonight, okay? Just dipping, like, you know, there's a difference between like restaurant chips versus chips that you can buy in a bag. Why do they salt them? Just stop putting salt on the bag chips, okay? I just really want restaurant style chips and salsa and cheesiness. The cheese is what I need in my life, and I don't know. I can't stop it, and I can't help it. It's cascading. I think I'm going to leave the lower eyes there. I'm gonna add some mascara, and I am going to fix my liner. I got a gigantic hair in my eye when I was doing my eyes off camera. I got like this giant hair in my eye. It ruined all my liner. This is the Makeup Geek dark brown eyeliner. All right, and then I'm just gonna throw a bit of mascara on. Oh my God, I need to eat that food I just talked about now. Like, I'm gonna go get it as soon as this video's over. I'm sorry, and I'm not sorry. Being like, ooh, that sounds good, but being like, no, let's not do it. There's a difference, and I can't explain it, but it's almost like it's not me. It's like my body is saying, you have to have it now. It's go get it, go. It's like my body's screaming at me. Okay, so that's the eyes done. I feel stunning, and that's exactly the whole goal of this video. So achieved, Nikki, you did this to me. So for my lips, because the rest of my stuff is done, I am going to use the OFRA and Jenluvsreviews collab, which is so exciting. It's the Metamorphosis lip set, and if you didn't watch Jen's video, then you wouldn't know. But basically, the whole point of this lip set is to be in addition to any other lip color you have. You can take like a really, really bright orange, add one of these shades, tone it down a little bit, change the lip color. You can use them on their own. They are liquid lipsticks, which typically I'm not the biggest fan of. OFRA does have really comfortable liquid lipsticks, so I will say that. This one looks really, really light, but I think what I'm gonna do is mix a couple of them and make like a little bit of a custom shade, and that's the whole point of this lip collection. I'm so excited for you, Jen. What a cool collaboration. I absolutely love OFRA. I think they're such a cool brand. Just their products in general are such high quality. So I am going to do a little bit of a liner first because I feel like I'm gonna need it. This is the Il Maquillage and Carly Bible liner. This is like a YouTuber brand / collab video. This is the shade, this waterproof lip liner, Il Maquillage. Is there not a shade on here? Well, I don't see one, but I feel like this shade might be a little dark on me. Oh no, that's good. I have not been lining my lips or doing anything except for gloss for months, if not like a year. I have not done like my lips in so long because I just don't care about my lips. They are like the last thing on my mind. I'm a clear gloss ass bitch. That's what I live for. I will be that way till the day I die. I've been that way since I was 10 and I started wearing makeup. It just is who I am. I love a good clearish gloss, and it's just who I'm gonna be till the day I die. But I do like experimenting sometimes with different lip combos because you know what? I do have tiny lips, and you can sort of change the shape of your entire face with this. I'm not gonna line my entire lips. I really just try to do the center and then the bottom, and then sort of feather it in because that's where I actually need a little bit of like an overdraw situation. And then I think I'm gonna take a little bit of this shade, which is Revive from the Jenluvsreviews and OFRA collab. And I'm gonna take a bit of that and put it on the lips. Okay, it's extremely lighter than I thought, but I'm gonna take it. You could really lighten up a lip product with this for sure because it is very, very milky. Okay, so if you want like the palest nude, this is that, which I freaking love a good pale nude. When I was in high school, I used to literally my lip color was concealer with a gloss over the top. I'm not saying it looked good, but it felt good. Okay, so that color is very light. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna darken up the center of my lip with this shade, which is Reimagine, which is like this dark, I think she said like this is sort of a dupe to like Chocolate Wasted from Dose of Colors. I'm gonna put that on the center. Ooh, I like those colors together. I'm not swiping it on from the tube because for myself personally, it can get a little thick feeling. Not these specific liquid lipsticks, but liquid lipsticks in general can get very thick feeling when you do that. And I don't like the way that that feels. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of the third color as well, which is Refine. I'm just gonna take a little bit of that, sort of pat it, just to warm it up a little. I have to throw a gloss over top, even though some people might be like, no, keep it matte. You can't. The color is really pretty. I'm gonna take the Patrick Ta She's Expensive gloss. Just throw it up over the edge. I would use Lunar Beauty Dreamy, but I use the entire tube, so it's gone. That color is sort of like a grayish color when you mix all of these together, but I feel like it works. Pull my hair down. Oh, what? I feel a little like, I feel like exactly how I wanted to feel. Feel hot, okay? Oh, let me use a bit more of this. This is the Dominique Cosmetics and JD Wady 180 spray again. That smells like my childhood and I can't quite pinpoint it. And I wanna see what it does to this finish. So you can see what the skin looks like right now. We can see if it does anything. Oh my, I need to understand what this smell is. What is that scent? It is like my actual childhood. I want more. Oh my God. I need my sister to smell this. I'm going to text her. Okay, so it doesn't seem to be altering the finish too much, so I'm gonna spray 10 times more of it so I can understand what this smell is. Oh my God, it's like upsetting me because it's bringing me back to like my kitchen. I'm standing in my kitchen at the house that we grew up with my family at. My mom's in the kitchen. There's good music on in the background. I'm eating an Otter Pop. It's sunny outside. What is that smell? Okay, I'm wet. My face is officially wet because I need to understand it. It is a Barbie toy, a Play-Doh factory, I don't know what it is. What is it? I'll never figure it out, you guys. I don't know what it is, but my sister's gonna be coming over probably in the next like couple of days, and I'm going to make her smell it and tell me what that is. Kathleen, if you know what it is, tell me. Kristen, if you can tell me what you made it with. Was it nostalgic childhood scent? You just added it in. I don't know what it is, but it's absolutely, just smelling it brings me back to literally like some of the best times in my life. And I don't know, it's not even that scented, you guys. Like you might grab it and be like, Kristi, you really hyped it up. I'm not telling you like that this scent, it's just my childhood and I don't know what it is. I've never smelled anything that quite brings me back like that. But this is the full face of makeup. I feel extremely beautiful. I feel frankly hot. And I said frankly again. I feel very, sultry-eyed. I feel well put together and I just love it. And I think that this full face of makeup was a win if there ever was a win. I really like the lip combo on me. I feel like it's really pretty, and because it has the light, medium, and deep shade in there, I feel like first of all it can work for a variety of skin tones, but second, it gives me the opportunity to do exactly what I like to do when it comes to a lip. I like to customize my lip. You guys know, when I do a nude, I add Mochalicious into the center. I always add a gloss on the outside. I like to darken up the center and I like to keep the outside a little bit lighter. I have very thin lips, and so that's just the way that makes me feel comfortable. I'm not one of those people that likes to hugely overline my lips, even though some people are like, that makes you look better. It's what makes me feel confident. And so that's what I like. I really like the way that the finish of these lips came out. I feel like it's super beautiful, and this is an absolute combination that I would wear on the daily. And congratulations, Jen. That's so exciting. And I really like the concept of the lip products. That's amazing. I love the eyeshadow palette. I feel like it worked so well. And if you want that combo of both neutral and extremely vibrant, but not just like your traditional colors, really, really lovely. The shimmers in there are stunning. I just can't even express to you how beautiful they are. Let me just pop a few of them on my finger. This shade, I didn't even get a chance to use it today. This is the shade All In. This might be one of the prettiest shades I've ever seen. Like, you guys, it's the most beautiful gold purple duochrome. I mean, it's like actually annoyingly stunning. It's so, so beautiful. You just, the shimmer in these, just you can't beat it. You can't. And if you try to say you can, well, then you're a liar because you can't. The pigment in them is really beautiful. I'm going to swatch some of them on my hands. Okay, so that's the shade Amsterdam. Lovely. This is the shade Ew. I mean, just the pigment is there. Very little fallout, very little kickback. Just stunning. Definitely need something to wipe my hand on now. We'll do that in a minute. I feel like the eyes turned out beautiful and you have a lot of options as far as looks that you can create with it. You just have to determine if you think the color story works for you and if it's something that you feel like you need in your collection. It's not like it's just the typical shades that you always see. It is unique. It has really beautiful, unique shimmers that you probably don't have in your collection unless you have a ton of JD Glow, which they're very, it's like that same kind of like a gorgeous duochrome shade. I don't have like a neon yellow quite like that in any palette that I have, and some of these shades are very unique, so it is a really, it's a cool palette, and I'm so happy for Nikkie that she was able to have that sort of palette that she really wanted to create, that lets you feel who her personality really is and is what she is really excited about, because that's what matters the most. And I feel like she really killed it. The palette couldn't perform better. I really like the way that the foundation looks. It looks stunning, stunning, stunning on my skin. I feel like it just absolutely covered everything I needed without looking mask-like at all, but it does look like skin. And I feel like that setting spray did add a bit of glow, so that's lovely. The primer, I mean, primers, you know, I like just a good moisturizer, so I feel like it worked. Is it something that I'm gonna reach for on the daily? I don't know, maybe. Probably not though, if I'm being honest with you. It's not because it's bad, but because I'm more of just like use the moisturizer that I know and love every single day anyway, and not like get a whole different product out for that. But it did work, you know, it did feel like it moisturized my skin nicely, and that's really all you can ask for with a moisturizing primer. The Lunar Beauty Moon Prism Blush Palette, stunning. I could see myself reaching for that every day because it is the exact shades that I love in blush. These are the shades that if I were to buy a bunch of individuals, these are the ones that I would have. So this is something for me that is sort of one of those, like, I could see traveling with this. I could see using this all the time. I could see wanting to reach for this more than any other blush palette because it is the exact shades that I like. I really don't go for those bright, vibrant pinks. These are the exact ones that I always gear towards and have for years. The setting spray, I mean, what are you? How do you smell like my childhood? I think that's it for the full face. Man, I really didn't do much of a full face, did I? Well, I don't want to hear it, okay? I did my best for this video, and my best is my best. But I really like this face of makeup. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe. Let me know what you guys want me to see. Let me know what you want me to see. Idiot. Let me know what you guys want to see me try. I have so many new products that it's actually sickening. So many things have come in. Is there anything that maybe I missed that you want to see me use that maybe I don't even know because I have not been doing as much makeup? But I really am like feeling inspired by makeup right now. I'm feeling inspired to go back in and start trying things out and seeing what I might have missed out on, because I just am a creature of habit. I tend to use the same thing over and over again, and when I really like a product, I use the shit out of it until it's actually like disgusting. So let me know what you guys are interested in seeing. Let me know if you guys like this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to. And if you don't, well, you're a hurtful bitch. But you're not. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to call you that, and that was rude. All right, well, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you at my next video. Bye! Oof. Okay, enough. I think she's an esthetician. Is that zoomed in enough? You want more? That's too close. That's good. But, okay, absolutely fuck off. I'm beyond excited for you to finally see this. My palette and karate. I'm gonna switch. I think there are probably like knockoff versions that are like $1. I think I'm gonna take. It doesn't hurt. It doesn't do anything. These are blending. I don't know what just fell, but it didn't sound good. Okay, we get it. I'm gonna use the all these like kind of limited-y edition things every. Hello. Okay, sometimes it's such a pretty. Literally, I know you're here. I know you are. Now, OFRA does have incredibly comfortable liquid lip lips. Like, hello? Hello? What are you? Oh, hugely pregnant. Gonna go eat cheese. Did you hear how much my back just cracked? That is one pregnancy symptom that I will hope sticks with me. When I go to crack my back, it cracks in the most satisfying way. My back is one of those things that when you go to crack it, you're like, ah, I think I broke my back. No, not anymore. It's just like, it's lovely. It's like a zipper.